I didn't make a decision to work in the theater. I'm a music guy, and I was sort of fell into it through like a little bit of an impulse to want to go in, really just so I could stop touring and making records. But I did have a music teacher from grades 1 to 9 who was very influential because he led the orchestra. He played us folk songs from the Fireside Book of Folk Songs, if you know that. His name was Stanley Gauger, and just very eclectic, you know, frame of reference. Sort of built a hunger for new sounds. My major was English and American literature, just because then you get to read, you know. I learned a lot from the first director of the first show I did on Broadway, Jack O'Brien, because he knows so much, and he kind of is an educator at heart. So that was very helpful. One of the things that I tell music students when I'm teaching is just, if there's anything you can cultivate, I'm not sure you can, but if there's anything you can, any ember that you can blow wind on to heat it up, it would be just the hunger for the curiosity to hear everything.
I went to a liberal arts college in Chicago called Columbia College. And yeah, Columbia College, all right. The policy of the school was that you had working professionals teach. It was in the city. The school was in the city. And the policy of the college was that they could get cheap part-time faculty by pulling artists who were starving to death and giving them low-paying teaching positions. And so we had Jeff Perry from Steppenwolf and Rodney Reed and you know, Patrick O'Gara and all these sort of amazing people teaching there. And I wandered in there in the fall of '82 with no experience, not really understanding anything, having done almost no theater, just knowing I wanted to do it.
And did you first start as a director, or were you first?
No, I was an actor for a long
first?
time, and then I sort of drifted into directing when I realized it was you could leave after opening when you directed.
It's a big selling point.
You did not have to stay for the run.
Got it.
I made sort of audacious choices as a director. I said, okay, I think I'm interested in this, and I took a class in it, and then I directed Three Sisters. You know what I mean? I just went like, I went big.
What made you pick Three Sisters?
Because it's one of the greatest plays ever written, and I loved it. And everyone said, why don't you do something nice and quiet? And I said, no, I'm doing Three Sisters.
Maybe the four-poster.
Yeah, the four-poster. I do. I just did very audacious things because I could not get in anywhere. No one would hire me to direct. So I would self-produce things. I went that way. I only realized looking back that this was relatively audacious behavior, but it was about making opportunities.